maybe we should go back to the pre-love language days. Nobody talked about words of affirmation in a different love language. I got to meet that specific need more in order to satisfy her. And nobody had told me that.
Hey, y'all, we are
Mike?
and Joanne, and we've been married 20 years. So, we're going to do a series for you all because we are always asked, how did we last this long? And we're still going now. This is not the end. But how did we last 20 years? And so, we're going to do a series on why we're still married, truths about why we're still married. And this is episode 1, the biggest lies, right? The biggest lies we believed about marriage. I'm going to let you go first, babe.
The biggest lies that I believed about marriage. There's a lot of lies out there. Um, I think the first one was the role of the husband in a
Mm.
marriage
Mm.
was something I got totally wrong coming in. And I don't know if I was told this or it was just inferred to me and I just caught on to it based on what societal standards were.
Mhm.
But I thought the role of a man in a marriage was really just to provide. And by provide, it was more physical providing. It was
Mm.
go to work, make the money, keep everybody safe, have the kids, be there for the kids, be present physically. um, I wasn't prepared. We got married young. I wasn't prepared for the emotional side of providing marriage, being there for your spouse emotionally and the carrying and things like that. I was physically prepared, right? I had a job, career had just started, making money. Things look good from that standpoint, but I wasn't prepared for everything else that came with marriage emotionally. And no one tells you about that as a man, especially when we were growing up. It was
Mhm.
more so go to work however many hours it takes to take care of your family, take care of your wife, make sure they're comfortable, make sure they have somewhere to stay, make sure your wife can go shopping, get what she needs, and spend all your paychecks, right? People joke about that, but nobody talks about being emotionally prepared to, talk to your wife, to comfort her, to be emotionally available to her, right? To be open yourself emotionally, to share with her. So yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. That was a lie, right? To be there physically, but nobody talks about the emotional component.
That's a good one. And I think it's really close to what I had in mind to talk about. I think one of the biggest lies that I believed prior to marriage, and we got married about 24 and a half, we were turning 25 in like 6 or 4 months or something like that. And so one of the biggest lies that I believed is that I'm going into a fairy tale. Like we went in, we didn't really have any baggages. We were so happy. We had great communication. So I assumed this means that I'm going to be living the fairy tale because I'm in affirmations of my love language is affirmations of love, right? Words of affirmation. That's what it is. Love language is words of affirmation. And so I thrive in that. I live in those words. Like, I mean, if this man says words to me, I melt. I just melt. And so my thinking was that's just going to come automatically because we're so in love with each other. He's just going to say it. No, already knowing, I already knew that he's not even someone who talks a lot. He talks to me, but with other people, it's like pulling teeth. He has great, I mean, the man is eloquent. He has great conversations, but he doesn't have meaningless conversations. And so I thought it was just going to come because he's a wordsmith. It's going to come. And I didn't think that I needed to tell him. I thought that he would just know. And I think one of the biggest lies we are told, and especially growing up conservative like we did, we didn't really have a lot of modeling, I guess, in that. And so I thought he was just going to give me all the love and all the words without me telling him these are the things that I need. And he was just going to read my mind. That's what I thought. I didn't even think about the reading your mind thing. I just thought it was just going to happen. It's as I've gone through the 20 years, I realized they can't read our mind. We got to tell them.
Yeah, to piggyback off of that, the words of affirmation, love language thing. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know about the daggone love languages when we were getting married. I feel like the love language thing might have came out. They had to come out like the year we got married or something. That book had to be written immediately because nobody talked about the daggone love languages. Nobody said, "Hey, you gotta." It was we knew as men, we knew we had to provide, like I said, physically, work with our hands, do what we got to do, make sure the house is safe, right? Somebody come rob our house, be ready to protect our families. Nobody talked about words of affirmation in a different love language. That stuff literally had to have just been written. And
Or maybe we just read it.
at the I long for the days. Maybe we should go back to the pre-love language days. How did women survive back
It
then?
still
How
existed.
did how did women survive without all these love languages and men talking to them? And it
They're
was
not new.
women were cool with just being,
Not
my
true.
man works, I take care of the house and
Not
kids.
true.
We come home, we get down and dirty, we go to sleep, we do it all over. Like, when did the love languages start? Like, who came up
The
with
love
that?
languages were still
This guy deserves to
around.
be fired.
Whether we read the book, I mean, we got married in '06, so we
Did that
read
book
the book.
just come out?
I'm not sure. The
That did not.
psychologists and psychiatrists and
Somebody
therapists
invented
out
that.
there, you tell us when the love languages were actually like written into a book. They existed, I'm sure, way back where whenever the book was written. I don't think it was around. I think that's just when we read it. But I think the having different love languages, that was already around. We just didn't put it into the words and the
So
format that it's in.
women just
I think
suppress their love
there were
language.
always women who loved, like, they were words of affirmation. So they loved getting words of love and praise and you look good, you're beautiful and all that stuff from their spouse. There are women who were quality time and they just loved just going out and just hanging out. And there were women who were just loved to be touched all the time. That's their primary love
So the
language.
thing with the love language, which I didn't understand, right, is it's not just telling your wife she's beautiful, right, and she looks good, right? She likes that, but it's the fact that just about, if you don't speak that love language, then you might as well not have spoken anything. You might as well not have done anything. So it almost feels like, again, going back to my thing, right? What I thought was what it was meant to be, a husband and a family man, was provider. All these things. I thought those things were more important. So bringing in money, keeping in a safe house, all these things
They're still
I
important.
thought were the most important. But it turns out this love language thing, surpasses all that. It's like, what in the world is going on? So I could do all of these things, but if I don't speak the love language, it means nothing. And that, I don't, again, I'm not going to say I was lied to. I just had never heard of it. Right.
Had
So
never heard of it.
the understanding of going into a marriage and saying, I got to understand my wife's emotional state. I got to understand how she receives love the most. That took forever for me to get, because in my mind, the whole time I was like, dang it, I'm working. I'm bringing in money. We're secure financially for the most part. Our house looks nice. Like, our cars aren't breaking down on us. Like, all of these provider type things. And I was like, why is she still not 100% cool? Like, what is going on? And it's because I was missing this. Oh yeah, I gotta be this. I gotta meet that specific need more in order to satisfy her. And nobody had told me that. I
And
didn't
believe
know.
it or not, it clicked in around what, year 13, 15?
A long ass time. And it was a long
But he
time.
was meeting a lot of my other needs. So it wasn't, this is not gloom and doom. My sister likes to call this first world problems, because we
Yeah.
have the time to think about other things because we got a roof over our head, we got
Yeah,
food to eat,
for
we have
sure.
cars, we got clothes, we got all the first world stuff, things covered. And we have time to even be able to be like, hey, you're not giving me
He
my
didn't tell me that I
words
look
of
good today. You're
affirmation
right.
and
Maybe we
whatnot.
need to go back to the third world.
No. But I will say, so this is one of the biggest lies that we were fed. Like, so for me, it's thinking that he could read my mind and fulfill all my needs, because we came into this with a strong, strong love for each other. And just saying I love you was enough. Um, and I didn't need to tell them when my feelings or what I needed to meet my love language, whatever you want to call it, whatever the definition is. And yours
Yeah.
is
emotionally satisfying you, an emotional provider, not just a
An
physical
emotional provider. I love
provider.
that.
Yeah, let's go back to the old days.
No, we've been doing great. I mean, we're 20 years in and we are still ticking.
To many more,
To many more. Episode one.
I guess.
Yes.
Ooh. Mm, mm.
That was a fake kiss.
See y'all.